Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Zimbabwe. Mamuka say livuka njani. I hope I find you all well. Tinovimba mese muri right, kwese kwa muri. Alright, let's see, please come through. Right, let's see who's the first one. Okay. We are Tony, we are. Right, Right, please come through. I know everyone is waiting. I know you've been waiting since yesterday. Kuti munzgo kuti chi chirikuitika, chi chakazoitika. Please come through. Please come through. Right, kana tabata 1000 tochitanga kutaura nyaya yedu anditika. Hanzi my beige tete kuda kwashe moyo, how are you? Rumbi madzoro muhloro ndeipi muri sei? Mamuka sei rumbi dzaishatula. Ana rumbi nasa hanzi chiko. Right, okay. Right guys, just a quick one before I head to our studio. Uko kwa tinoita show yedu ye diaspora marriage complexities. Ndati kuti tidzibatanze nyaya dzacho hazvibude hazvisangane. Right, we have a case ye vana Vanessa na Kimberly who disappeared from their parents' home on the 27th of May. Vakazowanikwa iroshondo rino iri on Wednesday, right? When we were just live on this page tichitaura nezvenyaya after we did a show on Tuesday tichibatsira vabereki kuti titsvage vana ava. Vana vakazowanikwa vari kuJoburg. Yeah, I can say hands I did not sleep last night. My way they maiziva ndakatorara ndakutemwa nemusoro. So yesterday amai vevana ava, actually day before yesterday, she traveled from Cape Town where they stay and kwaka disappear vana to Joburg vachida kunoona vana. So nezuro I spoke to the mom pane zvakamboitikawo panyaya vana kuti tine vana 2 ivo vari 3, and she gave us her reasons of not saying the truth. Anyway, that's a case for another day. So I'll catch up with Laurel, the lady who found these girls, right? The lady who found these girls. After awana vana ava, she's been working with the social services and the police. So let's catch up with her now. Hello, Laurel. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Shaman.
Oh, good morning. How are you? Nasi zviri nani kamuka please tiripamba nasi.
Yeah, you sound much better today. Yesterday was a long day. And
oh no, yesterday was such a long day. It was such a long day.
And all right. So tukungodawo update the whole event that happened yesterday. Inini nezuro I managed to talk to Amaiva Kimberly just briefly, and then after that vanga vatori ku shelter vakamira kuti vaone vana. So if you can take us through the whole process kuti chi chakaitika nezuro.
Oh, yesterday yes, ndakaita communication about Kimberly makuseni early morning. Vakanditi Kimberly vari tosvika muJoburg izvezvi avakubata here. Ndikati Kimberly asati vandibata. I will wait for her to contact me ndichiri kumba.
Okay.
But as soon as she gets hold of me, we'll meet at the police station. All right. So that was around 6. Takasvika kusvika kuma 8. Kimberly, no communication was from her. Kimberly vakafona futi zvikanzi Kimberly vakubata here, that are still batting. Vakazonditumidzira nhamba dzavakati ndedzemuningi wamai ana Kimberly. Can I at least try and call her because phone yavo iri kunetsa. Yakazarisa mamessage saka iri kudzima of the messages number.
Yeah.
So I got that number and I called my Kimberly. My Kimberly wakati tashika parishional ndakamirira social worker nevana. Ndikati makamirira social worker nevana kupi? Zvikanzi tapiwa address kune vana, which was a shock to me. Ndikati alright, mozonditaurira kana maona social worker iyayi.
Vakapiwa address kune vana nani? Hello. Address kune vana.
Vakapiwa nemapurisa.
Oh. Okay.
Vakapiwa nemapurisa. But I had spoken in the morning with the officer wekuno kuParkview. Vachinditaurira kuti he's on another case, but he's ready for my Kimberly. If she comes, I should just contact him. He'll be back at the office. Is not far. Saka ndakashamisika kuti mapurisa azoti my Kimberly contact already vasati vasvika Chirutsi. So ndakangoti officer my Kimberly vari ku-social worker, and he was taken aback as well. Akati maybe the police from Cape Town gave my Kimberly this. Let me call the investigating officer in Cape Town. Yes. He called the colonel in Cape Town. They were equally surprised. No one knew how that happened. So social worker, my Kimberly was in touch with the social worker on the phone because she had the name, the number, and the location. Oh. So I got the phone a social worker, and then social worker contacted me wanting to know how my Kimberly got to the shelter. So I also didn't know. I just said, well, she said she got it from the police. So social worker, I got, okay, I'm going to see her when I get to the office, but they were not happy because someone just arrived there since it's a protected shelter. Yeah. But anyway, my Kimberly, the social worker, she got the number from the police, the assistant commissioner's office. So I think my Kimberly, when she got to Joburg, she went to a different office. So the people who were on the case didn't even know. And the people who gave her the shelter thought everything is in order. The mother is coming from Cape Town and she's coming to fetch her children. So that's how she got the number. So anyway, social worker agrees to see my Kimberly. And they sat down with her. My Kimberly spoke about her family, just like everyone knows. Their God-fearing family, the children that they have, how much she loves their children, how they've been looking. And she has come to get the children. That's when the social worker said, we still need to talk to the children. And the children had said they don't want to see you. They don't want to go back home. So this is where we are at. So we'll talk to the children separately. And then we will then see if they can see, but they don't want to see you. So my Kimberly was put in the waiting room, and that's the point where I came in. So the social workers called me and said they had spent the whole of Thursday talking to the girls, checking the statement from the police and all what the girls were saying. And they is still insisting Kumba there is abuse. They don't want to go back home. They don't want to see their parents, even if their parents came, because the social workers had hinted to them that your parents are on the way. You've been, everyone, the whole country, the whole of South Africa, the whole of Zimbabwe. Kunema prayer groups, people were not sleeping at night. So, yeah, you are people who are loved. So your mother is on the way. So anyway, the social worker calls me and said, maybe if you can come here and speak to the girls. It's an element we are new people, they are overwhelmed. Also, maybe if you can speak in your language, maybe they'll say something more. Because sometimes expressing yourself in your own language, unlike whatever. So I said, no problem. And my bosses at work said, okay, you will go with someone so that you are safe as well. Just a side track, there has been a lot of people calling me, and sometimes I wasn't so sure if I'm still safe anymore, and there has been a lot of trolling on Facebook, but I know why we are doing this, so I don't mind that. I know why we are doing this. Yes. So I had someone from work, and we arrived there. We spoke with the social worker. They told us they've met the mom. The mom has said her side of the story. They've met with the girls, and still the girls are still refusing to go home. But Kimberly herself had told the social workers that even if I don't go home, I know the lady who brought us here will help us. So there's a level of trust there.
Saka apa vaireva iwe.
Sorry, Tete?
Ndikati apa
They were
vaireva
meaning
iwe.
me.
All right. Okay.
So the social workers thought there's a level of trust between the girls and me, so maybe I could help them.
Okay.
So anyway, I get there, Tataura and my social worker, they call in Kimberly and Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
The girls walk in, they are bright, like gazer, they smile. It was beautiful to watch. I can say that overnight change. The girls had changed.
Oh.
And I said, hey girls, so gazer, how is it? My from one room, Vanessa, it's like a boarding school. We go to the dining room, so you have to wake up early when and whatever. They giggled, which was lovely to see them being girls.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Tazoka manje. As you heard from the social workers, Mama is here. Then Vanessa spoke for the first time without Kimberly. I said, no, we're not ready to see her. Kimberly said, no, we don't want to see Mama. I said, okay, I've heard that you don't want to see her, you don't want to go back home. But right now, after 2 days, after sleeping it over, can we just talk? Reason yes, makando zoti muri kuabuswa, but as Zimbabweans knows that mwana wefanogeza maplits mwana anotsiurwa. And inimi you are good girls. Your parents are kumira pa social media to vana vedu havadai. Your girls who love reading. Taurai. Guys, it took us 2 hours tichingotenderera abuse data havataurike navo. Mama does exactly what Daddy says. We don't have friends. We're not allowed to go on social media. Things like that. And I just want to reason, Kimberly. All right. In the last year, Mama na did ayo. Makabatwa some way, somehow. Were you sexually abused? No. Kimberly. I tried everything, guys. I even moved my chair away. I was kneeling down. I held their hands. We tried everything.
Yeah.
So in the end, we're not going anywhere. It's all right. That's just what I'm not going to Cape Town. But you have to see Mama. You have to see your mother. Tell her I'm not going to Cape Town. And my social workers are adults. I also respect that.
Yeah.
She told Mama, it's Mama, it's not going to Cape Town. In image to your face, because it's so we can't go and say Mama it sounds as if there's something we are protecting. You see. It sounds as if my social workers are stopped me in. Mama Kimberly started shaking, her hands started shaking. Then she broke down, started crying. Vanessa Bastango Kuchima. Because I stuck on Mama. No, guys. We are here, we'll protect you. Mama will not do anything. She will not take you. Mukwana madoisa itapinda esai. Akavarwa. This is soundproof. Network. This is soundproof. Nothing will happen to you. Okay, Garawe.
Yeah.
My Kimberly comes in. My Kimberly apinda. The girls stood up. Shifta macheza over Garapas. And they were shaking. And then my Kimberly said, hello, my girls. I missed you so much. Call Kim Vanessa. She calls her V. V, manangu Chi. Makadi kundiudza kuti makuenda. Wanda makawaya msnaka na yembe. They were not even looking at their mother. Kimberly visa mask. Wakapawateka na mask. Kimberly visa mask. Because Kimberly story right into this, so I'm okay. Vanessa visa mask a little bit. Because I missed you. I'm sick, looking for you, your father. We are looking. Because we don't want to go home. Why? Because the life at home, we're not happy. Because I thought we were happy. We are a happy family one. Because that's what you think, but that's not what's happening. And social worker was now facilitating this. And she's asking, my Kimberly, they went to good schools. Even Kimberly went to Mvenge-mvenge High, where Vanessa is right now. We try and provide for our family. And Kimberly spoke kuti she was now working, she was now waitressing, but she was providing Maria for family upkeep, which I think is normal for most of the people. But Kimberly says,
all right.
Laurel, is this true?
All right, yes. I wanted to ask you, did the mother confirm on that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the mother confirmed. The mother confirmed, and she said she thought Kimberly was doing it out of a good heart because she's a good child. She would come and give Mama Mari.
Okay.
So yes, the mother confirmed that. So yeah, it went back and forth. Could the abuse? It's not what is the abuse? And then eventually, my Kimberly said, "But let's go home. If there's anything, I apologize. Maybe these times we are living, I'm out of date. I'm doing good parenting, and and I know my children. You went through a lot. My streets. I'm sorry about that." Kimberly regerera mama. Kimberly looked down. V regerera mama. Vanessa nodded. Rangweta nod. So I'm like, okay. So now we've spoken. Kimberly, and you work as a family. Kimberly said no. The social worker said families should not be broken unless there is something that is really big and is harming the other person.
Yes.
And can you guys not try and work? We can assign a social worker to you in Cape Town and can come Kumbakwenyu and they help you. Vanessa, Kimberly still said no, they don't want to go home. Okay, you don't want to go home. Vanessa, I was actually matric writing. Coach Koro. Then Kimberly, Vanessa got to miss a month of school. My exams under repo. So those impact her matric. She will write next year. We're now shocked. Next year, Manaka to pay the 6 months.
Why next year?
Kimberly, transfer. Yeah. And then the social worker said, no, here in South Africa, Kanawato grade 11, to transfer in that period, grade 11 and 12, it's difficult. You cannot. You cannot transfer, otherwise you defer the whole year. Next year. Vanessa says, next year. Prize giving. Vanessa had 3 or so awards, I'm not sure about the number, in absentia. She's a bright child. You catch up, talk to a tutor for whatever you missed. Social worker, social worker, we can write to the Department of Education because there were circumstances that got Mananga this whole month. So you'll be exempted from some of the stuff.
Okay.
Vanessa, your life is here for school.
All right.
Would you like to come in?
No.
Question.
All right. Okay. So, Kimberly, Hana kwanta kuenda ku uni because she had to work.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
So Kimberly had to work, anga kufana kushanda, but also something came up in that panyaeba sapa. Kimberly had mentioned before my wacho, sorry I missed that part. Kuti kumba kwao mama wake na date wakagara pasi wakadecide that Kimberly has to go to Dubai and my wacho will go to Dubai as well. I'm not sure if I found out and my wacho yerekana kuti Kimberly kwenda ku Dubai. And then after that kunoshanda. So Hansi vakataura kuti with the situation in South Africa, yema permit expiring in December, the family needs to find somewhere better to go, but they can't all live at the same time. So Kimberly had to go noshanda ku Dubai, and then Vanessa angacha Sara chengetachi mwana mdiku na baba vacho. So Kimberly said, "Yeah, kanzwaleza kawanda zinoita kunana Dubai and overseas, I don't know." And then my working conditions, I say, right, it's abusive, so she didn't want to go. But I was going to social worker, is that why you ran away with Dubai? I said, yes, and also the other abuse things. And also, Vanessa was not going to pass because Angachi was changing man. When my Kimberly came, Dubai, we spoke about it, but Kimberly was supposed to go to UK, and they get to Dubai, and they couldn't I think so that was the arrangement. So I could know that you didn't hear. Remember, Kimi, we said this. Remember, V, we said this. So yeah, there was an issue with Dubai as well.
Dubai? You know what? Just recently, I think some 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had cases enye vanhu vainzi vakawana mabasa ku Dubai, but vachienda ikazotena to be human trafficking, and those people, even up to date, they are still stuck ku Oman. Vakadzi vakaenda vari vanhu vawana mabasa. Maybe we'll have to find out from my parents, that is if they will open up, or that is if they will talk kuti ku Dubai kuibasa rariripo here kana kuti chinyi exactly chaitika. Yeah,
because my Kimberly says she's a carer even in South Africa, so she knows kuti ku UK carer jobs are needed even ku Dubai kwacho. So she thought it's the way out for them. That's how she explained it. So Tilder, tasvika panya echikoro, ma-social workers akazouya neimwe angle. Vakati, the center, the shelter where they are at right now is for women who are what do you call them? Victims. I don't know if they're called victims of domestic abuse, sexual abuse, and all the other kinds of abuses. And it's a safe shelter. And they can stay there, they can work, they can be protected, they can be chaperoned into town, or anywhere someone else. So it's a very protected shelter. But then, hapana sexual abuse iripo, hapana physical abuse iripo. So they fall out of the criteria yepa center. So at some point, they would need to be removed from the center, because in their cases, because they don't have anywhere to stay, it means they are destitute, and this is not a destitute center. So we need to find, if they're not going to Cape Town, what's going to happen to them? Because it's either they are going to the streets or they're going to be destitute, you see. So they had come up with an angle, what if the two girls go to Cape Town? By end up to Cape Town, they won't go home. They will go to a shelter, to a home. That will allow Vanessa to go to school.
Yes.
And the social workers in Joburg and Cape Town will liaise and make sure that happens. Kimberly, I'm not going back to Cape Town. They're like, okay, because of your circumstance, we might try and see, could you go together, but you don't go and stay with your parents, you stay with your sister at the shelter. Kimberly, Kim, yes, but I'm not going to go to Cape Town. I have to decide. Do you understand it, Vanessa? Yes, I understand, and I want that. My Kimberly, Cape Town, because no, Mama, we don't want to come with you. You can go. It's also, we can stay here. We can arrange with the social workers what we want to do, but you can go. We don't want to go home with you. So I said to my Kimberly, as you can see, the more we push, the more they pull back. Let's just say, okay, as long as we're going to a wave to Vanessa aende kuchikoro, because I think that's the biggest thing here. Vanessa kaenda kuchikoro akapedza matric. Anything else after that, yatoi mistake. So we were left there hanging. Kimberly and Vanessa said they are still going to decide, and we could see they are now overwhelmed. They can't speak more, like they were now speaking very low, and the room is full of people as well. So the social workers are only going to be back on Monday. But then as we were wrapping up, Kimberly says she can make up her mind by Sunday, and she wants to tell me what she's made up her mind. I said, but it's a weekend. And then I realized that, okay, let's just not waste time. I'll make time. So I'll make time and I'll go and sit with her and talk to them again. Maybe something else will come up, because even then when we're concluding, there was still something. Something from Mike, Kimberly, from Rana. There is still something that they say they can't get to. And we can't understand what even the social workers say, this is not the whole truth. It can't be abuse, general abuse, like that. There is something, and we can't put our finger to it. And I know Tilder Magaita live and Kimberly was asked about Mana. Kimberly is our sister.
Okay.
She is 2 years old.
Okay.
And how do you know she's your sister? Because my mother was pregnant in front of us.
Okay.
That was the answer.
Okay.
So she said, yeah.
All right. Okay. And then I see a lot of people there asking kuti Nezuro, we hoped kuti ukashika ku shelter. Maybe I'll also get time to talk to the girls. So people are asking kuti Tete, why are you not talking to the girls direct?
Okay. So what happened when I go to the shelter, because it's a safe shelter, the room I don't want to call it an interrogation room, but it seems like it. It is, it doesn't have network. It is soundproof. You can't record anything. In fact, they say put your phones on the table. So I couldn't even text. I couldn't even do anything. So that is the reason why there was no feedback from that point. At the shelter, they even have a space where when you go there, you can do phone calls, you can do whatever. There is network and signal. It's a designated place. But when it's in the counseling place, you really cannot do anything inside there. So that was the reason why there was no word from me when I was there.
Yeah. The whole of yesterday, my way ndakato square BP yangu yakwira. Kuti hauchabatike sei, I could not even get through.
I was also stressed.
No, actually, most of my shelters and those ziva, as long as people are at the shelter, you cannot get through to them. Kunenge kustori na network. I'm sure you know jemwa somehow. Kuitwa vanhu vasakwanisa communicate nevanhu vanenge vari kucenter. Like I remember when we spoke yesterday briefly in the evening, when you were very, very tired, Uchiti amai vavo asked you to apologize to the girls.
Yes.
For what?
Yes.
For what exactly?
So my Kimberly asked me, Laurel, ndokumbira uti wana mama vati uti sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I said, for what, my Kimberly? Kuti vangondiregerera. Maybe pane zvimwe zvinhu zvandakaita zvavasiri kundiregerera. Ndikati, my Kimberly, right now it's the time for us to be transparent. Hapana chinonyadzisa, hapana chinotyisa. We want you back with your girls. So taurai kuti what do we say sorry for? Vakati, pamwe pane zvandakaita ndisiri aware. Ndikati, but you can tell them.
You can talk
you
to
can
them.
tell them that you are sorry. Yeah, so she did say that to me. I still feel that there's something. And this is what and my Kimberly also doesn't want to disclose. I understand because these are my family issues. The whole world can't know. But at the stage that we are at, panema accusations akawanda, panema speculation akawanda. Let's just be all open.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, what's the position now at the moment?
So the position now at the moment is that the girls need to decide if they're going to go to Cape Town to a shelter, because Jekumba wakatoti no avaskuda even my Kimberly wakafunza saka baba wenyu ndonoauza kuti chii because ndabva Cape Town tiri kudzoka nevana. Kimberly akati novataurira kuti we are going to do our own lives. We are not coming to stay with you. We're not coming to Cape Town. So when are you going to come? Kimberly akati not anytime soon. Kuna mai vacho. Saka I saw that we are dealing with two issues. It's coming home, kumba kuvabereki vavo, or going to Cape Town to Vanessa chikoro. So that's where we are at, to see how can that work? How can Vanessa finish the last 4 months of school? I think we're not around October, November.
Yes.
Such a short time. So that is where we are at. So the social workers will conclude their report, but also the girls are going to go for testing, for medical tests. But they did tell me that their initial assessment, the girls have got no drugs. on them, but they will do in-depth test, blood test and all.
Okay.
And then they will wrap up their report and they'll give us a feedback Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are back to square one now.
We really
Or
are.
maybe until tomorrow. Until Mangwana, you're going to see the girls?
Yes, I'm going to see the girls tomorrow.
So I'm just thinking, it's unfortunate when you see them wherever you are going to be with them. Pane personal network.
So because it's a weekend, that's my hope. Because it's a weekend, I don't think we'll be in the same protected room. Because I saw some people had a visitor sitting by the couches on the phone. So I'm hoping when I go see them. I'm hoping. Please pray with me. If that happens, I'll try and make sure maybe Tete Tilda can have a word with them. Maybe we can put them on the line because it's needed. I can say, I understand why can't we talk to the girls?
Yes.
Why can't... And my photos, my selfie. It's not something that is so easy. Let me take a photo with you. And besides, this is not a publicity stunt.
Exactly.
And the big thing is that we proved it's them. So, yes, selfies will come later when everything is done. But really, I didn't feel right to torn my photo, doing all sorts of things, forcing the girls to talk as it is. Right now, they are really under so much pressure. Everyone is on them. I can tell you in the last 3 or 4 days, they've spoken to more than 20, 25 people. They've been asked over and over again. So just to add more pressure, I don't think it's fair. I really don't think it's fair.
Yeah, Shaka Oma. And then maybe lastly, how far are the police in my investigations? The lady, Aiva Pape Kurara.
So the police said, like I told you the last time, that they went and they couldn't find anyone. So I just thought, so my boss, which is my priest that I was with yesterday, said she might go on her own and go and try and find this lady without alerting the boss, without putting a job on the line. We don't know.
Yes.
Without putting a job on the line, like a social visit. And if we find something, then call the police, because it seems as if the police are now like, okay, the girls are found. The parents are there. Like, I can sense the dragging of feet now. It's no longer like the first day. Because I think they are just like, okay, Marawan, Saka, we'll go check.
What's the point?
So,
because maybe
my boss said she'll try and go and see, and then we see if we can, because we think it's an essential piece. It's a really essential piece.
It is. Because like maybe if these girls were with that lady for the past whole month, maybe they said something to her. Maybe she knows something. Maybe we can also get something from her.
Exactly. So that's...
Yeah. Okay. And then...
something might come up. Something might just... Because she's the first person to see them in Joburg, I think.
And Ditika. Okay. All right. So, Laurel, thank you so much. Inini, I'm waiting to hear from you. Tomorrow I'll be on standby, and I'm just praying kuti paunoona vaskana pange pane network, maybe if we can also talk to them, if we can have 1 or 2 words with them. But to all our followers who are following this case, I've got lots of relatives, my siblings, Ababa Vanessa, who have a lot to say about the family background. So very soon I'll have an exclusive interview with the family. Vachataura some of the things zvavari kufunga kuti ndo zviri kukonzeresa all these problems. Hello? Okay.
Hello, yes.
I'm
still here.
No, it's okay. So I think I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Maybe when you go to see the girls, hopefully tichakwanisa kuti ndingotaurawo navo. Honestly, nyaya yekutaura navo the whole of yesterday tatakamirira, but it's unfortunate kushelter kwakusina network, and ndoziva mashelters akawanda everywhere. Kana mamashelter emuno muZimbabwe chaimo kune kusina network yokuti hapana zvaunokwanisa kutaura navo.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Ted, I will be keeping on updating you tomorrow when I go and see the girls. And to the followers, to people who are listening, please keep on praying for the family, especially for peace. Yeah. This can't be easy. This is not an easy thing. Yes, but the family still needs peace, and also for them to speak the truth and make sure everything just goes well.
Yeah, and for the family to be reunited again.
Yes.
Yeah. All
right. Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much, Laurel. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. Woo. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. This is the update that everyone has been waiting for. Yeah, I know what you know what? We still have a long way. There is a lot that is going on in this family. Wait until you hear my interviews at Chazo Taura, ne my siblings, Baba, va Kimberly, and then ne hamazvikare dzitori paStandberg tichinge tinzwa kuti kochiko chaizvo chiri kumboitika zvakambotangira kupi ende zviri kureva chii. So Zimbabwe, thank you so much. I need to take a break and rush to the studio. Kwachadzoka just now ne program yedu Diaspora Marriage Complexities. Thank you so much. Catch up with you later. Nyalibonga salbamba manje. Thank you and God bless you.